Could a last-second Hail Mary from the Washington Commanders really be a predictor for the 2024 presidential election? It sounds like an internet joke, but there's a historical basis that's kept NFL fans and political watchers buzzing about this link for decades. Welcome to the strange but true world of the Redskins Rule. What is the Redskins Rule? For nearly 60 years, a pattern known as the Redskins Rule seemed to emerge between the results of Washington's final home game before an election and the outcome of the presidential race. If Washington won, it was a good omen for the incumbent party holding on to the White House. If they lost, the opposing party was more likely to take control. This trend held true from 1940 all the way to 2000, making it one of the weirdest superstitions in both sports and politics. Here's where it gets interesting. This rule remained accurate for 15 out of 16 elections, giving it a success rate of over 90%, enough to make even the most skeptical fans think twice. With numbers like that, it's no wonder NFL fans became fixated on this trend. A new millennium, new challenges. Things changed, however, after the year 2000. In 2004, the trend failed for the first time when Washington won its final home game before the election, only for the incumbent party to lose the White House. The rule faltered again in 2012 and 2016. Analysts tried to account for these deviations, leading to an amended version of the rule, though it never regained its initial streak. But despite this decline in reliability, the rule has correctly predicted 90% of elections from 1940 to the present. And then came the recent Hail Mary pass from Washington quarterback Jayden Daniels, sealing the Commanders' victory over the Chicago Bears. For some fans, this was a clear sign for 2024. One fan even posted on social media that Hail Mary was good news for Kamala Harris and the Democrats if this trend holds true. Why fans are still convinced. So, why do people keep coming back to the Redskins Rule even after its recent hiccups? Here's where things get interesting. Fans love a good tradition, and sports superstitions can be especially powerful. There's something magical about seeing an improbable connection between something as intense as a presidential election and a high-stakes football game. For many, it's just a fun, harmless way to add a bit of drama to both sports and politics. For others, it's a strange but compelling statistic that seems to defy reason, and they can't help but keep it in mind when election season rolls around. The Commanders' Hail Mary and what it could mean for 2024. Back to that Hail Mary. The last-minute play by Daniels led the Commanders to an 18-15 victory, leading some to speculate that this could be the sign for the incumbent party to stay in power. Political predictions are, of course, much more complicated, but with the Redskins Rule backing it, some believe this victory points to Kamala Harris, or the Democratic candidate, having a better shot in 2024. Social media was abuzz with fans who think the Hail Mary is a sign. Comments on X range from, "God, watching the Commanders game, just called Kamala," to huge boost for Kamala Harris as the Commanders Rule now indicates the incumbent party will retain control of the White House. And while the comment section has plenty of jokes, there's a real sense of nostalgia about the rule that keeps fans hooked on the superstition. So, does the Redskins Rule still hold any weight? The Redskins Rule's charm lies in its seeming simplicity. If the Commanders win before an election, it's a good sign for the incumbents. But can it truly predict 2024? Statistically speaking, probably not. Presidential elections hinge on complex social, economic, and political factors far beyond the reach of a football game outcome. Yet, with the return of this Hail Mary win and the Commanders' final home game aligning with an election season, it's hard not to wonder if the Redskins Rule will keep its mystique. Share your thoughts. What do you think? Is the Redskins Rule just an interesting quirk in NFL history, or could there really be something to this strange connection? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the fascinating intersections between sports, history, and culture.